Hi, this is not one of those videos that attempts to tell you about my deering. My deering is dear to me, and I'm a right-handed banjo player. I'm looking forward to going to Midwest Banjo Camp in June, on June 6th, and the Maryland Acoustic Musicians Folk Retreat in Centreville, Maryland, but not there, somewhere else, on June 1, 2018. So this is a contemporary video. If it's before that date, you are actually going to be able to go. So this is my dear deering, which I consider my instructional banjo. Now, hopefully, I'll have a good sight here, line here, and we don't want to ever affect that. And I'm going to talk about a minstrel banjo. Now, this is a minstrel banjo. Now, have you noticed how when I picked it up, I kind of went like this? It actually is it can fly. In the hurricane, it would have been well on its way to Africa, where it's really from in the first place. This is a goat-like hide. It's excuse me, a vellum, but for oil produced by dinosaurs. No animals were hurt making this. Same way with these things. They're all Nile gut, not anything else. The other one I have is a super Nile gut. This is Nile gut. They're the ones that were put on by the maker, who is Eric Prust, P-R-U-S-T. Sequim, I think it's pronounced Washington. I think that's near the Vancouver Islands and up there in the Bay of Fundy. No, just kidding. Anyhow, this is a right-handed banjo. Why do I have a right-handed banjo? That makes no sense at all. I'm a left-handed player. I am going to make a 30 to 40 second case why rehab would like to have something. You may have seen me play a really aggressive version in the wind of music, and I did the same thing we all do, hurt my finger. But you know what? When you hurt your finger at 70 years old, it's a little different than at 42. And you know you're getting to be there, or you've been there, or you have going. Anyhow, this isn't broken. I'm not going to have it analyzed or anything. I'm just going to stop using it. But I still want to play banjo. That's why I put this on. Now, when you play on the wrong side, what it does for you, I'm slightly ambidextrous. I bowl and pitch with my left hand. But for the most part, I'm a right-hander. And although I'm very comfortable drinking coffee, thank you. This is from my stepdaughter, Jennifer, who I love very much, and will be not there at Midwest Banjo Camp or at the Acoustic Musicians Retreat, both in early June. Also, the coffee is from Starbucks. French roast, please don't give up on us. Okay, here we are. Now, when I played it before, you probably noticed that, first of all, I was having the big string here, because this is the drone. This is also tuned minstrel style. We in minstrel tuning love the word triad. Ukulele players will do the My Dog Has Fleas. I, on the other banjo, right hand, the regular banjo, I have a song that's a swing song that I use, and all other ways to make sure you're in tune. But on this one, you get the triad. In this case, it's D, F sharp, and A, and it was thankfully already in tune. You tend to take better care of an instrument on your other side. Now, this thing is tuned for either cuckoo. Oh, the cuckoo is a pretty bird, and it warbles when it flies, but the cuckoo never warbles or flies or doesn't do something before the 4th day of July. Bottom line is, it's a funny song, and with me playing right-handed, I have no expectations for myself. Ergo, go back to the hospital bed, perhaps in the Civil War, perhaps in the First World War, perhaps in the French-American War, whatever. Go back to that hospital, the Hotel Dieux. Did they have somebody like a musician coming in there giving people hope that they can rehabilitate themselves even though they've lost a limb? in my character that I'm writing the show for, it's a person who lost it in a farm accident. But at any rate, these things happen, and in such an instance, would it be good for those sitting there in those hours of monotony to have the ability to do this? Now, if you have the right music, and if you have the right way to listen to it, and if you have the right frame of mind, and if you have a Starbucks coffee, French roast, which I strongly encourage, you can play Liszt. Liszt existed in that era, and Liszt's predecessors. You also start learning to use your other finger. How many times do you actually play that? You go to a class for it. So many new sounds that you can find. I'm listening to Liszt. If I join in one part of that note, I am part of that song. Not to the people on the outside. Also, clawhammer and frailing and all that stuff requires a weird, like you're working a channel changer. It comes much easier, believe me, left-handed than right-handed. Especially when you got it. And the reason I'm doing this is I broke this, sort of. This is very pretty. I'll close on this. Problem with me is I want to take off. It's like a thing you hear in church. I'm guessing. Oh, it's Celtic. And now I can go to the next note. I can go to the next note. Line, or whatever this is called. And my favorite, the drone. You can also do this. Sometimes you get mixed up. With gut strings, you can manhandle it the way you would an animal, not the way you would a machine. Also, this has friction tuning. I love friction tuning. Friction tuning, once you understand it, and you look at the tuner, friction tuning does better tuning than my lovely Deering. I mean, it's an entry-level banjo. Someday I'll get a banjo that'll have really, really cool tuners. But right now, friction works. Celtic melody, I hear a Celtic melody, hung with the hung of this melody. Celtic melody, I hear a Celtic melody. I can do that a long time. Memo for banjo camp. Looking for 4-part harmony at 4.5. Celtic melody. I thought it was Liszt. This is from the Highland Sessions. Steve Cooney, Alan MacDonald. I Am Asleep. It's called Taimsek ich Chodach. I am asleep. Kensem dich Chodach. Celtic melody.